Hey, this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CCRY. We will take a look at the daily time frame. Done this one a few times before, can't remember to be honest when the last time I did it was, but had some questions and so forth coming on it, so I wanted to get it updated since I know it has been a while. And really, the kind of thing I want to focus on is where the price is relative to where it was before this big move back here. And that's going to kind of give us a good perspective of the risk versus reward setup for the current chart. So if we look back in the history, you can see that the lowest it basically went before that big run was back on, let's see, when was that? March 1st, and the lowest it went on that day was 001. And real quick, if we look back through the history, this is the lowest it's been in a long time. So that day there is literally the lowest it's been in a very long time for the chart. So again, this level was at 001, and that's where it finally found support before going on that big run. Then another area of support, and basically area that has a lot of price history, is going to be right around this area here, which is at 0013. And I know the price has hovered between it, but if anything, we'll just call this a little support zone down here between 001 and 003. So that brings us to the point of the risk versus reward. Pretty low risk compared to where the history of the chart, compared to when you look at the move that it's made when it's gone all the way up here, back in early to mid-March. So basically right back to where it started. So again, I'm not saying that the price can't drop down into triple zeros, but just using the chart, previous histories of the lows shows us that this support and potential risk right now is a lot less than, for example, if you're buying up here or there, or heaven forbid, sorry for the person that bought up there, but even the risk versus reward for somebody buying there or there, when you look at how low the price is compared to where it was, things start to shift back in towards a nice potential trade setup. Now again, a risk versus reward setup is only as good as if you're disciplined or not. If you're not going to honor a stop loss and sell when you should, then that this setup doesn't really exist or even pertain to you. So keep that in mind. These sorts of setups are only as good as your discipline. Now, in terms of resistance levels, on any sort of bounce, the key level and first level of resistance that's going to need to get above is this level here that's knocked down the price quite a few times, and that's at 0016. So that's going to be the first key area of resistance. And then after that, nothing until this purple line here, which is the 50-day simple moving average. That's valued at 002. And then after that, no other resistances until up there in the mid twos, which is at 0027. So given this is a sub penny stock, the percentages would add up very quickly. So point being, if this does decide to bounce, lots of upside potential and lots of room to make another run. Not saying it'll do something like that again, but going back to where the price has been before this, things are, you can pick them up for basically the same price and see what happens. So all in all, interesting chart, one that we'll see how the rest of this week plays out, but it's definitely one where if history decides to repeat itself, obviously down here would make a pretty nice entry. So if there are any other questions though on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out and sign up our newsletter up there. When you do that, as you'll see, you'll get a free ebook. And if you enjoyed the video and want to learn more about charting and how to use it in your strategy as a trader, I'd encourage you to click down there and look at our educational video course, over 8.5 hours of teaching and education. Been getting great third-party reviews. So I'd encourage you to make an investment into your education and check it out. One more time, this was CCRY. Thanks for listening.